For the longest time, I haven't been able to understand how many collective cultures live. Me being an individualistic culture, as in raised in an individualistic household, I was raised on the idea that you and only you are in charge of stepping into the world and conquering your own life and your goals and way of living. This included education, job title, amount of income received, and or home you live in. Now, the individualistic definition is being an individual person apart from other people. Now, on the other hand, collectivistic means looking out for everyone. Therefore, when it comes to a culture behaving in either individualistic or collectivistic, it comes down to the idea of wanting to believe in the common good for the group or not. Individualistic cultures emphasize that the individual necessities are more important than the group's necessities, whereas collectivistic cultures believe that the group's common good and or necessities are more important than the individual necessities. In collectivistic cultures, the decision about anything are made as a group, no matter what the individual wants. Now, this can be hard to understand, but the best comparison I can give is the difference between a typical American family living in America and a typical Chinese family living in China. According to the article Cultural Differences in Consumer Behavior Worldwide by COM, the United States country leans toward a more individualistic mindset. Now, in a typical American household, a child's mind for the future is made as the goal that benefits themselves and only themselves, because they are working in order to achieve a better life. China's country, on the other hand, leads to a more collectivistic mindset, in which the child's future plans are established by what would be a better outcome for his or her family. This could mean choosing a career that does not specifically enlighten the individual, but is the best career for their family to be better as a whole. Now, full disclosure, I'm not saying all American families behave in a sort of individualistic culture, and I'm not saying that all Chinese families behave in a sort of collectivistic cultures. This is just the best example I could come up with regards to how each country's politics leads towards. According to the article, Persuasion and Culture, Advertising Appeals in Individualistic and Collectivistic Societies by Hong Sung Peel and Shavit Sharon, the differences in individualistic cultures and collectivistic cultures is even shown evidence in that simple consumer ads. The ads are set up in a sense to show how each culture works and what appeals to each culture, of course. Individualistic cultures were shown ads that led to a betterment and fulfillment of oneself, whereas collectivistic cultures were shown ads that would better the whole group, as well as bring honor to one's family. Overall, as stated before in the presentation, the main difference between individualistic cultures and collectivistic cultures is the belief of whether or not the individual is more important than the group, or vice versa.